from stampingjoe.com, and I just wanted to do a live video here today to show you. I had posted this on my blog, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I wanted to show you a quick video on how to do this background and also how to do the running shoes, and that is using some of our newer products, and they are so much fun. So let's get started. If you have any questions, if you're watching this live, or if you're going to watch this as a replay, feel free to leave questions in the comment and I will answer them. So let's start with the background. So the background here is using our silver embossing paste, and they come in these containers that are pretty big and they actually last you quite a long time. They come in different colors, but for this particular background, I thought it was kind of fun to use the silver kind of metallic, messy looking background. Kind of looks like, what is that? Oh my goodness, a brick wall, that's what I'm trying to say, but in metallic silver. Now you're going to find in our regular catalog on page 201 is where you find some of the products that I'll be using today. And so we're using our pattern party decorative masks. Now I'm using this one here, okay? And I'm also using, one of the palette knives. Now you can use, it does come in 3 different styles. I decided to use the bigger one here just because then you can pick up the color a little bit better and you can scrape it on. So let's show you how to do that and how easy that is. Now I am just using a regular Whisper white cardstock, and you can use you know, vanilla or actually any color really, or you can even use your watercolor paper, whatever you wanted to do. So with this, you can see that my template, I didn't actually wash it one of the days that I used it. I didn't wash it right away, and that is why it looks like this, but it is still usable. And because it's the brick wall, I don't know, I kind of like the textury part that's in here. So doesn't matter, you can use both sides. I have tried to wash it, so this is your tip. You want to wash these right away after. Somebody else actually suggested having a bowl beside, kind of a bowl of water, and if you're using them and you don't have time to clean it right away, you can just stick it in the bowl of water and then go back and clean it later. I have picked bit by bit. It really stays on. It's like it says it's a paste, an embossing paste, but it's like a paint. And it dries really nicely. So let's show you how to do that. First, I'm going to just grab some washi tape. This is kind of good to have. You can use some regular Scotch tape or whatever you have on hand. But if you actually take your washi tape, want to make sure to get that straight. Okay, and then you can just washi it right onto the 4 edges if you choose. It just keeps it in place better. All right, I'm just going to do the 3. So when you open this, you're going to see that it has the cover. I make sure to keep this cover, don't throw it out, just because it does keep it wet longer. If you find that yours starts to dry out, you can actually use a little bit of water and mix it up, okay? So palette knife, same thing. You want to clean that off right away. So mix it up. You can see it's a really cool texture. This one I found a little bit more liquidy than my other colors, but still really cool to use. So look at how simple. Now, I don't want this to be perfect. I just wanted it to be that textury look, okay? So you can go up and down like this. You can go this way. And again, just swipe. Don't go for perfection for this particular card, because I like how it looks not perfect. It's just so cool. I love that effect. Okay, but I do want to go all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom, just so that it covers a little bit, and you want a little bit on the right, a little bit on the left. Okay, and just scrape it off. What's left over, you can just put right back into your container. So I'm going to set that aside. Right, close that up. Now, you want to carefully peel that away from the card. Oh my gosh, love how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to set this on the paper here, but check that out. Can you see how just beautiful that is? Oh my goodness. It really, really dries nicely. Now I have color all over my fingers, and I should have brought like something, wet wipe or something. But if you see this in real life, you can feel the texture, and it really does feel plasticky. But look how simple that is. So it looks kind of like a complicated card, but it will dry fairly quickly. If you're in a rush to get your card put together, I did dry mine with a heat tool, the one that I did before. So, all right, so that's that step. I'm not going to show you the entire card. I just wanted to show you a couple of the steps, because I think that most of us can figure out how to make the basic card, and I will have other videos that show you how to do that too. Okay, so I'm going to grab another piece of paper. It's actually just the back of one of my packing slips, so reuse. And on this card, I used the Epic Celebration stamp set. And it has some really cool images. So you've got kind of more masculine boy, teenage boy type images. And I find that I always have a hard time making either birthday cards or any kind of cards really that are masculine. So this one's really cool. And the best part with this one is during our celebration sale, which is until the end of March, you can have this stamp set for free for $60. It's one of the offerings. If you haven't seen what is on sale, this is our celebration brochure, and ask me if you want one in the mail. But you can actually download this on the website, and it has lots of awesome products that you can get with a minimum $60 order. And then there's a couple of them that you can get with a $120 order, which is kind of cool. They did that differently this year. So this is the one here that we're using. You can see in the catalog they have a couple of other little samples of it. Really cool to use. So for this one here, I wanted to use the sneakers. And I did a little test for you just to show you. Because people ask me, do you use the basic black ink or the Memento ink? And that's this one here, okay? So there's different reasons why I use them. I find I use my Memento ink more for everyday stamping. I just like it. It's a nice dark color, and I don't know, it's just my preference. Now the basic black is archival though, and so when you're using it with watercoloring, you're going to want to use this basic black. So I did kind of a test. So that one there is using the Memento, and this one here is using the basic black ink pad. So you can see with the Memento, see how that smeared? It's a crisp image. Okay, so the Memento is also good with our Stampin' blends. So you can use that with our blends, and it works really nice with the alcohol-based markers. That's what I'm trying to say, sorry. And this is more for the watercoloring. Okay, so let's show you how to do that. So, we're talking about the Brusho Crystal colors. They come in a pack of 5, and you can see they have different shades of them. Now when they come, the lids look like this. These are really good, just push pins. You want to take it and just put a hole right in the top. And then this becomes sort of like a salt and pepper shaker, okay? Because you don't need very much when you're using these. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our basic black ink, And I grabbed some watercolor paper. The other paper that I really like to use with this is the shimmery white cardstock. It is really, really pretty with this. But for this one, I just thought we'll do it with the watercolor. Oops. Look at that. I just opened my Memento ink by mistake. Okay, so we're going to ink that really nice. Make sure it is really nice and dark. Stamp. Now on the watercolor paper, it will be more textury than on the shimmery white, but it still looks really fine. Look at that. I am getting ink all over me. All right. The sign of a stamper. These messy, messy fingers. I don't know where my spritzer is. Okay, we're going to do an experiment. I'm going to show you anyways what you can do. Okay, so we used, I think it was this color and this color, and if not, that's okay. They look really pretty no matter what color. So like I said, they're kind of like salt and pepper shakers. So you just take off your little push pins and then you can tap color on, okay? And you can do different colors. And I'm gonna experiment with something. I'm gonna try, when all else fails, to use our Stampin' Mist, which is our cleaner, just to give you an idea of what happens. So it starts to get wet, and then that color goes all over. I think I'm gonna add a bit of red too. And that's what's fun about these crystals, is you can play around with your color until you like the color of your image. Oh, look at that. The red's much more fun. Let's add a bit more red here. So this one here is our Brilliant Red. The colors aren't necessarily made to coordinate with the colors of our cardstock, but I found that for this card, when I used, I think it was the Gamboge, I can't even say these names, but this one here, it went so well with our Calypso Coral cardstock. Look how nice that looks. So there's always something that you can do to make them look good. Okay, so I'm probably going to use, you can also use your Aqua Painter if you want to add more distinct colors in a certain spots. You can come back and either tap. See how that's adding that tie-dye effect? So I like to tap on them as well, just to get the color everywhere that you want it to be. And for this one here, you can grab some color. See, it just dissipates, and it looks so cool when it dries. So you can give it time to dry, or you can use your heat tool as well. And then what I did with the actual cards, see how the two are different? They always come up different because of the amount of crystals or amount of water. And the Stampin' Mist actually worked out pretty good, but I do have a bottle of misting that is just water, and that's what normally I use. So then I cut them with my paper snips. I added some dimensionals on the back, you can see, and then added my greeting, which is really cool here. It has used my 1 3/8 circle punch and some of our silver paper. And there you go. I had a simple, fun, easy, kind of lots of techniques, but really easy card. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on this, let me know, and I hope you have a fantastic day.